What is up, y'all? It's your boy, Tate Zellman. I am very happy to finally get back at recording. It has been about a month or so since my last video, so I'm very happy to get back at it. But before I go any further, I just wanted to say I hope you've had a healthy, safe, and fun first few weeks of 2023. I still find it a little crazy that we're going to be in February in a few days. But time just always flies by. But I hope your 2023 has been good so far. So I knew from transitioning from my first semester to my second, first semester went really good. Finished with a 3.23 GPA, so I'm happy about that. Coming into second semester, I knew I wanted to upload one video at just this month, January. I mean, I'm not gonna make it to where I'm uploading 2 on February, 3 in March. We're not doing number of videos, number of months. We're not doing that. But I have more credits for my second semester, so I figured if I can do homework, make sure it's all good, all ready, and all done for the week or weekend, then I can get back to recording. But here, just after 9 p.m. Saturday, it is the 28th. So depending on how time goes, you will see this either late tonight or sometime in January. It might even be tomorrow, Sunday the 29th. But we will see how that goes. Or just how this video goes anyway. So I knew I wanted to get just one video up for the first month of 2023. There won't be, don't count on me doing 2 in February. I hope for more as the months goes on. I get more into the semester. Well, I might be more busy, but we'll see how it goes. But I'll make sure I have multiple videos for the upcoming months. But if I cannot, then please forgive me. College is still part of my life, and it's still pretty big. So, but that is established. So, for a video tonight, I will be doing my second chapter of my first Western novel. Before I read the second chapter, I just want to tell you guys that if you have not seen the video where I read the first chapter, I recommend to you that you pause this video and then you click my channel icon, and then you can either search my videos or my playlist. My playlist will just be of my first Western novel. It will have one video, or it may have the second after this one's done. But you can find it that way, so then you can be up to speed of what's happening in the story. Cause I would prefer if you followed with the story. But if you have already watched the video where I read chapter 1, then you are all up to speed. So, without further ado, I'm gonna kick off 2023 on my channel anyway with the second chapter of my first Western novel. Let's do this. Story 2, The Cottonmouth's Bite. Sheriff Henry Bryson had a barn located next to his house. In the barn there were horses, cows, sheep, and many more farm animals. Building a farm and becoming a sheriff were Henry's 2 biggest accomplishments. He always enjoyed interacting with other people and being the person that everyone looked up to. He loved animals. When he became the sheriff of Litchfield, he built a barn beside his house. Collecting the food for the animals wasn't always easy. People would have to leave the town to go to the fields and sometimes past the rolling hills directly east from the town. The best spot where the food mostly grew was about 2 or 3 miles away from the town. Roger and Martin took the job of collecting food a few weeks earlier because they wanted to have something to do, and most of the people didn't find it amusing. Or they just refused to do it because of how much work it was. The afternoon of March 10th, 1908 was nice and warm. Roger and Martin left Litchfield to collect food for the animals. Within a few minutes after they arrived, while they were collecting the food they needed, they heard a hissing noise. "What was that?" Roger asked nervously. "Probably just an animal," Martin said calmly. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a giant snake jumped and bit Roger right in the elbow. Roger attempted to shake his arm to get the snake off, but it held on. Martin drew his pistol and shot the snake, and it was killed. Roger was in pain. Martin took a look at the bite. "The bite looks pretty bad, man," Martin stammered. "You alright?" "I think so," Roger said in pain. "Let's get back to your wife and son," Martin said calmly. Roger tried to stand up, but needed Martin's help. "No, they'll freak out," Roger grunted, speaking louder than before. "Take me to Henry. He'll know what to do." It took the guys about 15 minutes to get back to Litchfield due to Roger's bite. It was painful. Roger and Martin knocked on Henry's front door. Henry had clear white skin with handsome brown hair. He was pretty short and stout and always wore nice clothing, and he usually knew what to do for these kind of situations. "Hello, Roger. Hello, Martin," greeted Henry. "Did you guys get the animals' food like I asked?" "Yes, but no. Roger got bit by a snake," Martin proclaimed. The bite was feeling worse. The pain was. Anyway. "Oh my goodness," Henry exclaimed. "Come inside and I'll take a look at it." Martin helped Roger to Henry's couch. Henry grabbed a magnifying glass to take a closer look at Roger's wound. Then Henry made his decision. "Martin, I'd like you to go back and get the animals' food, and I'll take care of Roger." Martin agreed to this. Martin walked out the door to get the food. Roger trusted Henry to help him. Meanwhile, back at the Williams house, Tate the Grey and Lisa were just finishing lunch. Tate and Lisa were wondering when Roger was getting home. "Mom, do you know when Dad's getting home?" Tate inquired. "I don't know, honey," Lisa answered. "Let's go look for him." Tate and Lisa left the house to look for Roger. They asked some of the townspeople if they'd seen him. One of them said he was taken into Henry's house. This made Tate and Lisa worried. They ran over to Henry's house and knocked on the door. "Henry," Lisa shouted, "is Roger in there?" Henry opened the door. "Tate and I are worried," Lisa proclaimed. "Yes, he is. He got bit by a snake. I've checked the bite. He was bitten by a cottonmouth, which is poisonous." The word poisonous made Tate's stomach feel funny. Tate became very worried. Tate and Lisa ran over to Roger, who was lying quietly on Henry's couch. "Dad, are you okay?" Tate asked. "Yeah, I'm fine," Roger replied quietly. "Henry's taking care of me. Since the bite is poisonous, I need someone to suck out the poison from my arm." Tate was disgusted. Lisa almost fainted. Henry and Lisa were looking at Tate. Okay, fine. I'll do it. To save you, Dad," Tate said enthusiastically. "Alright, Tate. I need you to hand me the knife," Henry replied, while checking out Roger. Tate wanted to ask why he needed a knife, but didn't. Tate gave Henry a sharp knife. Lisa was sitting far away to avoid the possibility of fainting. Henry took the knife, cut slits where the bites were in Roger's arm. Roger was surprisingly calm. Henry found the venom. "Now, Tate, you need to suck the venom out of his arm," Henry insisted. Tate was so grossed out, but he wanted to save his father. He opened his mouth, put his mouth on Roger's arm, and sucked out the venom. He immediately spat it out, because Henry told him to. Tate grabbed a cup of water and then spat it out to get the venom taste out of his mouth. "That's disgusting," Tate yelled in a cough. "You did really well, Tate the Great," Henry declared happily. "Now you and your mother can take Roger home. Make sure he gets lots of rest." "Thank you, Henry," Lisa mumbled. Tate and Lisa took Roger home. Roger went to bed and was hoping to feel better tomorrow. On the next day, March 11th, 1908. Roger woke up feeling good as new. Henry came in and had a couple beers with Roger. After that, they realized they had to get more animal food, so they did. Tate watched them walk away. "Hey, make sure you don't encounter any snakes this time," Tate shouted as the two guys walked away. "We won't. We're going a different way this time," Martin shouted back. "I'll shoot one if I see one," Roger exclaimed loudly. Tate laughed and walked back inside his house as Roger and Martin walked away.